I'm David Berlin with TechWeb TV. I'm coming to you from the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, you may have heard of Garmin, the GPS guys. They make all sorts of GPS units. People use them in their cars. They sometimes take with them portable units you can walk around with, tell you where you are, basically. Well, now they've got a wristwatch, which is really cool, but it's not just a wristwatch. It does many more things. Obviously, it's going to have some GPS functionality in it. Jake Jacobson, spokesperson for Garmin's here to tell us a little bit about what this watch does.
Well, you're right. It does a lot more than that because it has a high-sensitivity GPS receiver built into it. And so as I'm running, this knows exactly how far, how fast, where I'm going, and if I have a heart rate monitor, it'll monitor that as well. And it'll even take me back to start. So if I go out running and I get lost, I can hit back to start and it'll take me home. And the nice thing about this one is, because we've had some fitness watches in the past, but they didn't exactly look like a watch. And now this one has GPS, and yet you could wear it as a watch all day. And we did it because we're able to do everything with just 2 buttons and make the screen or the bezel of the watch touch sensitive. So I would turn on the backlight, turn it off just by touching various parts of the watch face. And to scroll around the menu, I just swirl around the bezel of the watch. It also has wireless data transfer. So if you had a Forerunner 405 and I had one, and you just did a killer race right around here, and you said you have to try this route, you could send it to me wirelessly, and this watch would actually guide me along that whole course, and it would tell me when I'm supposed to turn, tell me when I'm done, and again, it would let me know how fast I'm going. And it's really nice because it also, you can train against a virtual partner. So if I want to run against someone who is always doing 8-minute miles, then I can set that for an 8-minute mile pace, and I'm going out, and it almost looks like an old Atari screen sometimes, where it'll show me falling behind or passing ahead of the other guy, and I can adjust that on the fly.
Okay, now, you said it can tell how fast you're going. Now, I'm assuming it's just basically triangulating GPS data as you kind of move along, and then it uses that to calculate your speed. How accurate is that?
It's within 10 feet, and so it's really accurate. Like, people are starting to use these now to measure marathon distances so that there's no more controversy about whether you ran far enough. And yeah, it just knows that you went from point A to point B that fast, and it knows your breadcrumb trail along the way, and so it knows your pace at any given time. So for me, for example, I always take off too fast, and now this has been able to help me a little bit with that discipline.
Okay, now you're a runner, I'm a cyclist, and so this is a sort of product I really love to have. I'm assuming you have some sort of handlebar fitting that you can put this on.
Exactly. You can put it on your handlebars, and it can come with a speed and cadence sensor also that you can put on and use as an accessory. And again, it's all done wirelessly through Ant Plus Sport technology that was developed by Dynastream, a company in Canada that we liked so much that we bought. And so,
okay, so one question I have, because earlier this year we did a whole video where I ended up buying this product from Sigma, which had the wireless technology for cadence and speed and all that. But one of my complaints was I got the one that was the wristwatch. The reason I got it was because I wanted to bring it with me on the road when I go, travel. You go to a health club, and the heart rate monitor, you want to be able to have your heart rate monitored all the time, And one problem was that when my hand went down by my side, like on a recumbent bike, it lost the signal from my heart rate strap that was on my chest. How sensitive is the wireless technology in this guy?
It is that high sensitivity, very low power connection. So it's a lot like Bluetooth, but it actually operates on a lower power, which helps save battery life, which is another important thing for people who like to go out for long workouts.
One other complaint I have about some of these is that in order to replace the battery, you have to send it back to the manufacturer. Is this customer serviceable?
It is rechargeable. It actually has something that looks a lot like a jumper cable for a car. You clamp it onto the side of the watch, hook it up to your USB port, and then the next morning it's ready to go. And it can last for 2 weeks in power save mode, and if you're in training mode, then it's up to 8 hours.
Wow, well, that's very cool. I'm going to have to give one of these a try. Thanks very much. According to Jacobson, the watch comes in 2 different configurations, one with the heart strap, one without. $299 without the heart strap, $349 with the heart strap. From the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, Nevada, for TechWeb TV, I'm David Berlin.